Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. A little live from a different area. I'm not in the dungeon, I'm not at my house, but I'm here. NBA Finals, Game 7, Lakers new hire. Got my co-host Max. Max, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Wish something happened yesterday that kind of, changed my day. I got my day at night kind of got ruined by Boston because fuck Boston. Just F them.
Yeah.
F Jason Tatum for wearing purple and gold. That's not what you're supposed to do. It was kind of it is cool. I just hate the Boston Celtics.
I just hate the fact that he plays for them. Like play for any other team.
Yeah, it'd be great. Dude. So we just jump into game 7, right? That's what we were gonna do.
Before we jump into Game 7, let's tell the audience, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it. Helps us out, helps out the algorithm, helps out our podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Max_JuanCast, or comment down below any thoughts, opinions, or anything you want to say down there. So, like you said, Max, Game 7, Heat, Celtics. Celtics are going to the finals. Let's hear your thoughts.
I think Miami was playing catch up the whole freaking game, and every time they got close, they just couldn't hit the shot. And it all culminated with Jimmy Butler missing that 3 at the end. I don't mind him taking it. In hindsight, yeah, he should have probably drove it. But, I mean, he was shooting good. I know everyone's going to say he's not a good three-point shooter, but I don't know, man. I just trust Jimmy Butler. Like, he laid it all on the line. He played 48 minutes, didn't come out. It just, the Heat shooting failed them, man. It seems like in 2 straight game 7s against Boston, the other team's shootings failed them. And I don't really think that's a reflection of Boston's defense. They have an amazing defense, but they just missed shots. They missed wide open shots that they usually make.
Exactly. I thought you hit it right on the nose where they were playing catch up the whole game. Besides that first like 5 minutes of the game, I thought the Heat played like it was Game 7. I didn't like the way they came out, honestly. They were taking bad shots. They were turnovering the ball. It didn't really seem like they knew the meaning of like, this is Game 7. Like, this is it. You got to start off hot. And I thought the Celtics really grasped that early, and they were making their shots. They were non-hesitant with shots, especially Marcus Smart, Tatum, Al Horford, just their whole starting five to begin the game. And it took like the Heat about 5 minutes, like I said, until they really started, like Bam started waking up. Jimmy, Kyle Lowry took like 2 dumb fouls in the first 5 minutes. It was just, I thought Van Gundy really hit it on the nose where like, this is unacceptable.
Also, dude, at the end of the game, they're down by 10. They're freaking panicking. The Heat are in legit panic mode. They're like coming up. They're like, and the Celtics almost choked. This would have been one of the biggest choke jobs of all time. And I want to spend like 1 minute talking about that. They took away a 3-pointer. It didn't even look fucking conclusive that he stepped out, which I just found baffling, bro. They took a 3-pointer away from the Heat. And people are going to say, that's not a big deal. Well, they would have been up by 1 at certain points of the game where they were down by 1. So I just think it's fucking stupid. This whole getting it right bullshit isn't fucking right because Jaylen Brown traveled every fucking time he got the ball.
Yeah.
And it's just stupid. Like, it's just stupid. The refs suck tonight. It went from, this is what I always pisses me off about the Super Bowl. I say the same thing. I get it's the playoffs. I get let them play. But Jimmy Butler did a layup in the third quarter, and Robert Williams fucking took him out and landed on him. And they're like, that's fine. It's like, that doesn't change. You fucking idiots. It doesn't just change because it's the playoffs. I get you let shit slide. You let some hand checking slide. But there's got to be some way the officials can call fouls. And then it just seems like they call it ticky-tacky shit sometimes. I don't understand. I just don't understand. This whole notion of let's get everything right. But you fucking don't. You don't get everything right.
And they review everything, and it seems like everything that they review is just like, are we really reviewing this? Like, the stuff that they don't review, it's like, where was that at? It makes no sense. It's 2 years of this, really. I felt like last year was a little bit worse as far as the reviews go. Like, remember that last 2 minutes of one of those Phoenix games where there was a review within the 2-minute mark, and it seemed like every single possession was, did it go out of bounds? Did it go off
I
him?
think it was against the Clippers or something. I think it was the DeAndre Ayton lob game, if that's my memory. Yeah. But it's just fucking ridiculous, man. Like referee Scott Foster sucks. They all suck, man. And I get it's a job, and people, they're too fucking scared to call the whistle because then they're the blame. But I just could not believe the NBA took a 3-pointer away from the Heat in that moment where, you saw the replay one, his heel was above the line.
Yeah,
it's just a joke, bro. It's just a joke. And then, it pisses me off it's always pisses me off about teams. Boston fouls more than anybody. They fucking complain more than anybody I've ever seen. That's not like a broken record because it was the same way with the Rockets, the same way with the Suns. But it's just the whole NBA, I guess, just fucking complains. Every goddamn guy has to throw up their hands. It's just ridiculous.
I was going to say the Heat complain a lot too, but like you said, all NBA teams complain. But it's a tough pill to swallow, bro. As a Laker fan, it was tough. I did not want to see Boston there.
Golden State.
You know what though? The Heat at the end of the day, Max. Let's get a little bit into them with this whole Jimmy Butler thing. I mean, how much does this boost up his legacy for you?
It just solidifies what I've said. There's plays he makes where, okay, let's say, take this for instance, fourth quarter, someone misses a shot. Marcus Smart's on the baseline one, and you know the play I'm talking about, where Jimmy Butler sprints, knocks the ball off him. That's a winning play, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
You think James Harden makes that fucking play ever? Ever. It just shows Jimmy Butler's about the result. He's not about his own personal stats. And if you look at the Heat, I'm sorry, man, Max Struss shooting 10 shots in a game 7. I like the kid, but just he hit one of the biggest shots I've ever seen from the guy. When he hit that 3. But Tyler Hero played 7 minutes. 7 minutes too long. Victor Oladipo, fucking 1 for 7 from 3. That's not going to get it done. And I thought he played okay, but you also
thought Tyler Hero was very disappointing this series. He got exposed.
Well, he got hurt too, so I can't really hold it against him.
Was he hurt this game? It didn't look like he was hurt this game.
Absolutely. I think he was hurt. That's why he barely played.
Spoelstra was like, Max Strauss is just a better option right now, though.
Well, because I think that's because Tyler Hero was limited because he was hurt. I think they gave him some run. He didn't play the previous games. They were like, let's give him a go, and he was clearly hurt. I don't know why he played 7 minutes. No. And Duncan Robinson's just done. That's crazy $80 million contract. They're not even letting him play.
Yeah, he has been done.
Yeah.
But I just feel like with Tyler Hero, Max is even, let's say he was healthy, right? Maybe you are giving him the pass that, he was hurt. But even that, when he was healthy in a couple of the games, he wasn't Tyler Hero. He was struggling a lot.
I think the defensive pressure Boston puts is not conducive for him. And I think I needed to see a little bit more out of Bam. I know he had 25, but I just feel like there's so many times where he attacks and he's like, oh, I can't do anything. He should really be punking Al Horford at this stage of Al Horford's career. Al Horford had a huge game. And you're not going to see it in the stats. He just does a lot of things. He had a really big block on a dunk. Yeah. He just makes all the little plays right. And if I'm a Miami fan, I'm kind of upset, but it's also damn, we went 7 games with them. We freaking don't really have a second star. We have Bam, but we don't have anyone really solid after that. Lowry's kind of up there in age one. If I'm being
real, I think if you're being real, if you look at the game, the best team won. I think the Celtics were definitely better. All that Heat culture stuff and Jimmy Butler's grit really got them to game 7. That game Absolutely. 6 that he had, I don't even think it should have went 7 unless Jimmy doesn't have that game. They're done. Boston just has too much firepower. One guy that's been stepping up this series that I really like, besides game 1, was Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has been huge, and I felt like that's been the factor of the Celtics being really great in these playoffs, because usually throughout the years it's oh, is Jaylen gonna show up? Jaylen Brown, should I say?
Yeah.
And it's Jason Tatum, what he's gonna bring.
I don't think Tatum had like the best game of his life. He played really freaking well. But like when you get a Marcus Smart to show up in Game 7 and give you 24, like that's a great job. And
golden.
Like you can't. No one's gonna ever tell me Game 7 against the Bucks, Jason Tatum stole the show. No, that was Grant Williams' fucking time to shine because he was like, I want to have my best game of my life.
Where was that this game?
Yeah, exactly. But just Boston has gotten lucky to a certain degree with some of the injury luck, but injuries happen in the playoffs, right?
That's like, what it takes. That's what it takes in all sports. It's like,
like they went 7 games with Milwaukee, and they didn't have Middleton, so maybe that series is a little different. But Boston showed they've like come out firing. I'm looking forward to Boston. I think they pose a good matchup against Golden State. Like it should be a good series, but I'll be rooting for Golden State, no cap, and start calling some travels on Jaylen Brown. This shit's ridiculous every fucking time.
So we'll see if the Celtics can win another championship, man. I mean, this is gonna be big. I mean, this team in a very long time. I can't remember a team that's been this hot for this long. Like I feel like they've been hot since January, since the All-Star break. And yeah, there's been teams that have gotten hot, Max, but the amount of the turnaround that these dudes have, it's crazy. Like we weren't even talking about Boston to be a playoff team at one point. And
no,
they're here in the finals.
They flipped the script, flipped the switch. If you're a Boston fan, you can't be anything but proud. And I mean, Udoka's a great coach, man. He gets into these guys. Yeah. I just wish they could have done it. Like I wish they could have seen that. I could have seen them against Milwaukee at full strength, but they can only do with what they get. It's not their fault. Chris Middleton got hurt. It just happens.
Exactly. Let's talk a little bit about the Warriors, and then we'll go into the matchup. Just a little bit of what we think. Warriors finish off the
Mavs.
I'm forgetting who the Mavs.
Yeah, they had that one fun game.
Yeah, the Luka Mavs, the bench Mavs. Bench mob. Warriors end up getting the gentleman's sweep on them. Warriors, man. You talk about dynasties. I mean, after just 2 years, they get healthy and they get Clay back and they get their core 3 guys back. They're here again. And it's like deja vu. Strength in numbers. We've been saying it. We sound like a broken record on this podcast because we always mention that, but it very is true. They have a bunch of guys on their roster that can just flat out play. They can throw them in and you don't have to worry about them. And it's very impressive for them to make a finals, Max. I don't know about you, how you feel, but I think it's amazing to watch. Like we're watching the modern version of like what the Patriots were in football, essentially.
But I think they're the new Spurs, wouldn't you say? They just reload. Yeah. They have their core guys. They got Curry, Draymond, and Clay's back, but they add some guy from the G League, Jordan Poole. That's like their Ginobili from Argentina, 2nd round pick. Right. They got Kuminga coming. They got Moody. I just think Steve Kerr's a phenomenal coach, and the Warriors, the way their GM Bob Myers handles business, they just put them in a position to succeed. It's kind of the opposite of the Lakers. The Lakers are like, fuck it, we'll go all in for 1 year. They're like, let's have a plan. Let's be good for a long time.
Right. Part of it is having Steph Curry. That's a big part of this.
Yeah, they have Steph and Draymond, and for 2 years, Draymond was basically laughed at, saying he was never good, but here he is again. And I think, again, I always say this with Draymond. He's the engine. Like, he's like the key.
He's the backbone.
Yeah, he's the backbone. Maybe Steph's the engine. I just think Draymond versus who? Al Horford? Grant Williams? Grant Williams is going to be like, oh, shit, this is what I want to be. Draymond Green. Want to grow up.
But Clay had his game 6 Clay going in game 5. But I just think when the Warriors were playing the Mavs, before they played the Mavs, and I seen game 1 of the Celtics and the Heat, in my personal opinion, I think the defensive intensity from those two teams alone were higher than what the Warriors were experiencing. So I'm very interested to see out the gates how Boston affects the Warriors on the defensive end, because who's going to guard Curry? Who you think they're gonna put on him? What's Marcus Smart, right?
Smart. But you can also throw Tatum and Brown at times, and
yeah,
even freaking you could bring in Grant Williams to do some time.
Yeah. Because in the past, when people try to stop Curry, it's not really with point guard like Marcus Smart. It's more like lengthy guys. You trying to get some length on them, bother him. So it'll be interesting to see that matchup. You talk about Al Horford and Draymond. I think that's one of the big keys because Al Horford has been killing it, dude. These playoffs, you need to neutralize him. There cannot be a game where Boston wins because of an Al Horford game. He has bailed out the Boston Celtics with those times when Tatum and Brown are just absolute, just terrible from the field goal.
Absolutely, man. He had the game 3 against Milwaukee, where he just was like, no, you know what? I'm going to have a vintage Al Horford showing.
Exactly.
For the Boston, here's the thing, though. They're young, right? This is their first finals. You go into a hostile environment because Golden State's hostile. I don't care. Like, maybe the fans aren't mean.
Oh, yeah.
But it can get away. It can get away from you quick. Yeah. That's what they got to worry about. They got to come out there. They can't F around because Golden State will blow them out real quick. Because Golden State, once they get rolling one, they're hard to stop. It's going to be interesting to see the size of Robert Williams and Al Horford versus Draymond. I wonder if Looney's going to get a lot of burn, but Golden State's always going to be like, hey, we'll just downsize. We'll go Draymond. We'll go Wiggins.
And you never know. Steve Kerr, he keeps his cards to him. It's like in the Dallas series, Dallas goes small. So, the Warriors, they invented small ball. We're going to go small too. No, everyone was wrong. We're going to play Kayvon Looney. Looney's going to have a really great series and a big role in this one. It's like Steve Kerr is he's one of the best coaches I've seen just have adjustments in general. Probably Eric Spoelstra's up there too, as far as adjustments go. But Udoka, even as a rookie head coach, you've seen him make adjustments on the fly. He's been good at it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Golden State, like you said, hasn't seen the defense that Boston or Miami has. Like Memphis was like gritty and fun, but they don't have the talent.
No
defenders.
One close in the West to the Heat or the Celtics.
So Marcus Smart, he's gonna have to do his best job on Curry. He's gonna run through some screens. He's gonna flop all over the place. And then for the Warriors, they can just throw a lot of guys at Tatum. They can throw Clay. They can throw Wiggins, they can throw Draymond for time. So should be a really good freaking series, dude. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a chess match. I'm leaning towards the Warriors. I'm rooting for them.
I say we pick it right now, bro. This podcast is probably going to come out on Tuesday. So
Warriors
finals don't start
6.
Warriors in 6?
Yeah.
Oh man, is that what your Laker fandom's?
No, I'm taking the hate away. I think the Warriors will get them.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm rooting for the Warriors just because of Draymond. But I can't stand the Warriors either. Looking at it
like them.
Yeah, looking at it from a basketball standpoint, I honestly think Boston's going to beat them. I really do. I think Boston is that good defensively, and we're really going to see like what Clay is made out of because I do feel like this is going to be a Clay type series.
Don't let Clay get to game 6, dog. So
don't let Clay get to game 6. I agree, but Clay hasn't really been exposed really in the playoffs as much. There's been times you've even said it. We've watched the game together and we're like, how do you let Luka go past you in that moment? And I really do feel like Boston is going to be one of the best teams to expose that because of their wings. They have, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He's going to have to guard one of those guys at one point. And I don't think it's going to be good news.
Wiggins might have to step up. We'll see.
Well, Wiggins
get a Wiggins game.
Hey, Wiggins did a phenomenal job against Luka, man. But I think it's a little bit different with Tatum and Brown. It's two guys. It's not just KD. It's not just Luka.
I'm really not worried about Jaylen Brown that much because I still think he has those inconsistent games. He also cannot dribble the ball, correct? And he travels every time he catches the fucking ball and makes a move. Just gonna say it.
Oh man. Okay, so I wanna have a little bit of fun with the finals. So who are you picking to have a technical foul first? Draymond Green or Marcus Smart?
Draymond. Not even
Draymond?
close. Yeah.
First one?
Yeah, easy.
Who gets the first flagrant foul?
Draymond looking pretty good. No, like Robert Williams probably. He might just like fucking take. He might just take someone out being like big and like tall and athletic. I don't know. I like how like Game 7 you could like murder somebody and they're like, that's fine, no flagrant foul. Like Bam elbowed a dude in the fucking head and like cut his head open, and I was like, in regular season he's getting suspended like 3 fucking games. It doesn't. Yeah. It's just crazy.
The Bam did get elbowed in the mouth too late in that game.
And then they reviewed it. They're like, "Oh, that's a defensive foul." Like, okay, yeah, totally.
Let's see what other things we can do with the finals, man. Do you have any fun questions like that?
Who do you think it's like more technical fouls between the coaches?
Steve
Kerr. Kerr gets ornery, bro. Kerr, little ornery boy.
Kerr get fiery, man.
Does Steph win an MVP? Does Steph need to win MVP?
I would say
it's a missing piece.
He doesn't have one, right? He has a Western Conference Finals one.
Thank God. So it's good as a fucking regular season.
He doesn't have one, huh? It's either been Iguodala or
KD.
Yeah. That will definitely boost up his resume. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like. Would you be shocked if Jordan Poole's the leading scorer in the series? Like just
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Draymond won MVP.
I don't think so.
Maybe you're right, because they'll never give it to him.
Numbers, yeah, they'll be like, well, he only averaged like 5 points in the series. Why would we give it to him?
Yeah,
it's like he's the most impactful, asshole.
How many threes do you think Draymond will make in this series?
Oh my God! If it's game
over
7,
under 5.
Over. Definitely over. I'm gonna give him over.
I mean,
he's gonna have to shoot because
I know, but look, I can see he has 2 games where he's like 0 for 4.
That's definitely coming. But he don't shoot them things. He said, like he tells Barkley, he's like, I shoot him when I need to. Did you see that pregame when they were talking to him? And Barkley was like, "Why are you shooting the ball for? You ain't gonna shoot it."
How about Clay? Like, what do you think? Clay over under 20-point games? I think he has like 3 games where he gets over. I think he's gonna have a couple really bad shooting games. Clay. I hope not.
See. I think if he winds up having a bad series, the Warriors are gonna lose. That's just my opinion. He needs to have one of these Oklahoma City type like explosions Clay games.
Maybe it's on the way.
Maybe, bro. What about a person you least trust on the Warriors and least trust in the Celtics? Like if you're a fan of these teams,
Wiggins definitely.
You're scared shitless. You're like, fuck,
what the fuck are you gonna do? Yeah, and for the Celtics, I don't think you can say Smart anymore. Maybe Derek White.
I would say Grant Williams. What the fuck are you gonna get out of him?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Are you gonna get this game 7 Grant Williams, or are you gonna get game 7 against Milwaukee?
Yeah, I think so. I pretty much trust Marcus Smart. Used to be that guy, but he's pretty fucking consistent now.
Marcus Smart is fearless, man. They were leaving them open, the Heat, in that last when they made that 11-0 run. You know, just like, fuck it. If I'm missing a 3, doesn't really bother me. I'm just gonna make a play on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Should be fun though. My pick, I'm gonna go Celtics in 6. It fucking pains me saying that. I fucking hope they don't win, dude.
They'll get their 18th. The Laker fans can't claim the Minnesota titles, but they can claim the 10 they won with like 8 fucking teams in the league. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
League was at the best it's ever been with these fucking some construction workers and shit.
Yeah. Biggest legacy boost out of
Curry MVP.
Do you think? I think it's Jason Tatum.
No,
I think this catapults him to like the best small forward in the league, like past KD. I wouldn't consider Giannis a small forward.
No, I was thinking of all of them. No, I mean that would be a big boost, but I think there's been so much narrative of years and years and years of Curry being a choke artist in the finals that he can fix that. And Tatum's got plenty of chances to come back. He's only like 23.
I don't think people realize it. It's like Harden syndrome, Max. I think we notice it. but
Harden's
the fact that he wins,
clutch performer. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah. But the fact that he wins, Max Curry, no one really like talks on it. Like I don't think it's a big deal if he doesn't win Finals MVP, or if they lose the finals. It's not like, oh, what is Curry clutch? Like they're not.
For me, like I want to see Curry show up in the finals. That's me. But Tatum's going to be a big boost. Al Horford a Hall of Famer if they fucking win this one.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh man. Kevin Looney might be a Hall of Famer by the end of this Warriors run, bro. He's only 20. Dude, he's only 24. Isn't that crazy?
I think if the Warriors win this finals, you can lock in the big three for them. Draymond, Clay, Steph.
Lock in the big four. Throw in Looney. You got fucking 4 rings.
Jeez.
4 rings. Iguodala, Hall of Famer too. Big Iguodala, 5. Hampton 5. There they are.
Out there on the bench.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jason Tatum to me, biggest catapult as far as legacy wise. He's gonna be like the top echelon of NBA players. Before, everyone was trying to do it early after his first year and shit. But now that he's shown he's had his playoff run, he's had the big games, he's made the big shots. The last puzzle piece to this thing is an NBA Finals with an NBA Finals MVP. And he's going to get it early, but this is what like the great players do. It's around this time, his age, when you win a championship, you have a really good team around you and you win it. Like I can see that happening. And he's going to be regarded as the best small forward in the league. He's going to surpass KD right now. Not as far as legacy, as far as whole career. Fuck no. But as far as next year going into it, he's going to be the best small forward in the league. And maybe top 3 player in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he might have that case. He'll definitely move into the top 5.
Yeah, most definitely. So it's gonna be exciting to see that. I got Celtics in 6. Max has Warriors in 6. It should be a fun one. Last discussion. We're gonna stay on basketball.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm so disgusted.
Our beloved Lakers finally made a hire. Thank God it's not Mark Jackson, or what was the other candidate that they had? Your boy Terry Stotts.
Yeah. What a winner that guy.
That dynasty of the Blazers he built.
Can I just tell you why I don't care? It's Darvin Ham. Everyone out there, I'm sorry. I'm just so over this shit with the Lakers. It doesn't matter who they hire. They hired Frank Vogel when he won a championship, and he's the fucking problem. He sucks. Let's get rid of him. Doesn't matter. If this guy's a slow start, we'll just get rid of him. Doesn't matter. We have no loyalty to coaching in Laker Town. It's always the coach's fault. Doesn't matter what the GM does. Doesn't matter what the players do. I think Darvin Ham's a good coach. He's been a really good assistant for a long time. But it doesn't matter because we have no fucking loyalty to coaches in LA. None. We're never going to give them the benefit of the doubt. We're going to blame them no matter who LeBron wants to trade for. Russ, saw you at dinner. Hope it was great. But what the fuck, man? Why we even hire a coach? Fucking let LeBron coach. Shit's a joke, man. I'm just so tired of the Lakers just running good coaches out of the fucking like we do all this bullshit. We have all this crap around the coach that makes them fail. And then it's their fault when it's not. You can go back to Luke Walton. LeBron didn't want him. He fucking phoned it in with the groin, everyone said. The team struggled. The team wasn't well put together. We had fucking Mike Muscala and Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson.
And giving up Zubac.
Who's that's all Luke Walton. Frank Vogel. It wasn't Anthony Davis can't stay fucking healthy and is out of shape. It wasn't that. It wasn't Russ. It's Frank Vogel.
The acquisition of Russ.
It wasn't Rob Pelinka.
No.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man. So that's why I'm upset with the Lakers, just because I don't even think we'll give this guy a fair shake. He'll have that first year. Second year, it's like, all right, fucking, you're out of here. We struggled the first year. It's all your fault.
I would say this. He definitely is not going to have his hands on the roster as much as everyone thinks. That's definitely not going to happen. They'll ask for his opinion, but at the end of the day, they're going to go with whatever they feel like is better, like Pelinka and LeBron, because I think it is confirmed that LeBron has a huge say on what goes on as far as the front office goes. I don't even think it's debatable at this point. But one thing I do like about Ham is because once the season gets going, and hopefully, Max, hopefully we can build a team with what he can coach with and what his system is, the same way that we did with Vogel the year that we won the championship, the Bubble Lakers. We got players that can shoot threes and what, Max? Defend. We had defenders everywhere. KCP, defender. Caruso, defender. Just get what this guy wants at least. You can pick the players, but get some players that can fit him. Get some guys that fucking have some heart, have some hustle, that can shoot the ball. Don't get a bunch of playmakers and just be like, oh, fuck it, we're at the wreck. We got fucking 5 great fucking players and we're just going to make do with it. No, get some guys that fit his system. I think it is important that at least the players respect him because he is a former player. I think that has something to do with it. I think that is an actual thing. And we'll see how it goes, man. I mean, former player with the Pistons, assistant with the Atlanta Hawks, was a Laker at one point. I read up on. He was involved with Pau Gasol and Kobe, the bad year with Mike Brown.
So shout out to that.
Shout out to that. I don't know how much that fucking matters, but it is there. I can't say
I like the guy. I think he'll be a good hire because he's been really instrumental in like letting Giannis flourish. But again, I have no problem with him. I just have a problem with the way the Lakers are, and it's just like a fucking joke, man. It's just a joke. Because Frank Vogel came, he was mocked relentlessly. He's such a dumb hire. Right. That first year, everyone loved him. Oh my God, this guy's. It wasn't just the championship. We were the best team in basketball that year. Anthony Davis
was one of the best defensive.
Yeah, teams. And they trade every freaking defensive piece away, and they're like, "Why can't the Lakers defend? It's Frank Vogel." It's just dumb, man. It's just the Lakers. The Lakers do this thing, and it's a LeBron thing too, where it's everyone but the players. It can never be them. Like LeBron, he had an amazing year last year. Hey, you know what? You still got hurt a lot. Hey, AD, you were hurt the whole freaking year with your MCL bullshit or whatever they had. What was it this year? Fucking hamstring. It was Achilles tendon. Whatever, man. This shit's a joke. And you know what? Even if they bring the same roster back, we're fucked. I'm sorry. It's a horrible roster right now.
Yeah. And that's what they're thinking. This was a big part of it. The fact that the Lakers are getting advice from Phil Jackson and fucking what's his name? Kurt Rambis.
Just bro. Let him go, dog. Genie, he broke up with you. Let him go, baby.
Let him go. Like Phil Jackson, look, much respect to Phil Jackson, one of the greatest head coaches of all time. You know, triangle, all that shit. Now, though, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on in the NBA. The NBA has vastly changed in the last, what, Max, 4 years, you would say?
Yeah, he's 76, bro. Like, unless like you're telling me this fucker's watching basketball 24/7, he has no other shit going on.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Like, yo, if they hired Mark Jackson, I would have been pissed at the hire and the way the Lakers are.
I would have been like, yeah, this is a fucking shit show.
Yeah, it's just a popularity
thing. We're trying to sell tickets.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully Ham can have a freaking solid rookie year, because if he doesn't have a good one, it's, kiss his ass goodbye. That's the way the Lakers handle business. There's no faith in the coach. There's no ever vision for more than 1 year.
Yeah.
So
some good news on it also I was reading up on. So he was the head coach of the year in the G League. He wound up taking over a G League team as head coach, and he won it. A couple of the coaches that have done that have had success: Taylor Jenkins, Mike Budenholzer, Nick Nurse. So 3 guys. Those are great head coaches, in my opinion.
Excellent. Yeah.
So hopefully he can stand that path of some guys who have had success. Plus, former players lately have been having some success. Udoka in the finals, former player.
J Kidd.
former player, success, Western Conference Finals. So he has some things working on his favor. The numbers are not against him. So we'll see what happens. Le GM, don't fuck this up. And
I just want him to get a fair shake.
Yeah. You think the players will respect him, though, right? LeBron will take his word.
It's not the players. It's just the roster constructed for him. It's was Frank Vogel supposed to win last year? If you I know he's supposed to, right? But looking back at that roster, me and you had our questions from the start. We're like, it's old as shit. No one can defend. It was just, and then Anthony Davis got hurt. So we were going to win with Russ and LeBron.
Exactly.
Ham would have lost too.
No.
Unless he knows the magic to get Russ to shoot 40% from three, then let me know if you do. I'm sorry, I take it back.
You guys, the secret potion, the secret stuff. But I think that's gonna do it, Max. Anything else you want to talk on? Anything else you want to?
Congrats to Boston. Congrats to all the Boston fans. Remember Gino, our boy Gino. I haven't talked to him in a while, but shout out to him, big Boston boy.
Shout out to my coworker Elijah. He still has 4 more games to go. I never thought I'll be in this position, but after game 1 of the playoffs, Max, I said, let's bet on the series. We bet on the series. They won, right? Mm-hmm. He was so ballsy. After that series, I was like, all right, double or nothing. But for the finals, they have to win the finals. We just bet lunch. We didn't bet no money. But I was like, double or nothing on the finals. He was like, all right, let's do it. And I was just like, all right, let's go. I got out of my fucking thing. Fuck it. Here they fucking are, dude. A couple weeks later, they're in the finals. They have a fucking chance, man.
Hey, Elijah, you better collect from Juan, dog. I haven't collected yet. I'm just going to let everyone out there know. Juan's been a little light when he came over and was like, I'm got it right now, big homie.
I've been on a horrible streak as bets. I've been off of Bovada because football season's over. I just been getting fucking robbed by people I fucking know.
Oh, bro, have you seen the commercials for legalizing sports gambling in California? Have you seen it's on the props you can bet? So they have this one where it's like a fucking 13-year-old kid and it's like gambling's going to turn your kid into an addict. And I'm like, first of all, you can't be 13 and gamble. And do you think kids just sit on their iPads for hours on end betting? Like it's a fucking video game? I'm like, that's not how it works. And they're making it
the first time I went on the betting website, Max, I was confused. I didn't even know what shit fucking.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like the super easy interface. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but you have to figure it out. So yeah, I just want sports betting to be legal in LA and at California.
I hope so. They just legalized it in New York.
Yeah,
and I mean that's great. I mean we have to go on these off.
I don't do that type of thing. One's a bad kid. I got my bookie. My bookie.
No, it's just it's nationwide, or I don't know how to explain, dude. It's not illegal, but they can't make commercials and FanDuel about it. I just wish I could just go on FanDuel and make bets because I know
me too. I wish I could just bet on games, bro. I don't really like the fantasy lineup shit. We did a little bit okay.
Yeah, fantasy only, in my opinion, I think fantasy only works for football. It's the best format. It's weekly. You don't have to worry about every single day.
Baseball's the best one.
Yeah,
you got to do it every 5 minutes. You got to check that shit.
Oh, dude. One thing I wish I would have watched. I was busy watching the Game 7 last night. But did you see anything of the match with Mahomes and Josh Allen playing golf?
Hell no, I don't watch them boys golf.
I want to watch it. I want to rewatch it. I want to find a way to watch it. But I seen Brady make a hole in one. Fucking Brady doing Brady things, talking shit to Charles Barkley. Did you see Tank, the boxer, knock out that dude?
No.
He fucking knocked out a dude cold in boxing. That was cool to watch on Saturday. But I think that's it as far as the weekend goes, as far as sports go. We're excited for the finals. We're excited to watch these two-headed monsters go at it. I think this is the best matchup as far as box office wise. If it's not the Nets and the Lakers, I think that was the number one, what the NBA wanted if they would have picked KD, LeBron, big stars. But Warriors and Celtics, we're definitely going to see some great basketball. It's not bad basketball. These are two teams that run actual sets at times. I can't say that with the Celtics, but Warriors are going to see some beautiful basketball on the offensive end, and the Celtics are going to see some beautiful defense on that end. So you get two Best of two worlds.
Very well said, Juan. That's the perfect way to sum it up.
Yeah. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, bro. You guys don't know. If you guys watch the video, just hit the like button. It takes less than a second. It's like a millisecond. It turns blue. It looks cool. You smash that shit. It helps us out tremendously. We get popped up on the YouTube homepage. We get the analytics going our way, the algorithm going our way. So we greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to comment down below, your thoughts, your predictions on the finals, your thoughts on the Lakers hire. Are we tripping? Are we not having enough hope? Whatever. You guys can comment down below and tell us your thoughts. Instagram, Twitter, at Max_JuanCast. We're posting graphics. We're posting clips of the podcast. We tell you guys when we're going live and when we're dropping. All our info will be out there. Anything else, Max?
Well said. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Happy Memorial Day. We are out. Peace.